Put me in coach. Put
Right.
Ah, damn.
So the
Oh.
saga continues.
That's-
Please tell me that's how this started.
That's how that started. Was you put me in, coach? It never fails. Breathe.
Breathe.
Man, I'm ready. Oh,
Bud.
We're about to watch a man die on stream, guys.
It's not that kind of stream.
Let him money.
let me fix it.
Oh my god.
Oh, buddy. Oh, buddy. And that's what we opened up with. Brand new campaign. Here we go.
Hi, everybody.
Hello. There's already people in here. Hi button. Yep. New campaign. I didn't procrastinate at all. I'm gonna tell you guys right now, and I'm apologizing in advance. I am terrified.
You're
Like-
okay. You're fine.
I am panicking.
Oh,
You're
dude.
okay.
I
All right.
panic.
Okay. To procrastinate a little bit so that someone doesn't die. Hey Claudia.
I'm fine. I'm fine.
You sound perfectly fine, my guy.
In which that means deathly ill.
No, it's
Just don't
fine.
get
You just
pneumonia. I don't recommend anyone getting pneumonia. Just don't do it. It's not worth it.
Would you recommend getting pneumonia?
Oh, shit, I was gonna
Hush.
go to the shop and get some.
Could you imagine? All
It's
right.
fine. You can get it.
So, yes, this is a brand new campaign with the same crew that we had a phenomenal one with last time.
Yeah.
But this one's going to be a bit different. There are a number of new things that have been incorporated. It's a whole new world, new species, new everything. I will say, pretty sure I mentioned it during the zero, there are a number of things that may work a little different than we are used to as far as regular D&D. So at any point, if you guys have questions, definitely let me know. Don't feel like you're interrupting because this is all new to every one of us, myself included. So just keep that in mind. Any questions, ask them. It's okay.
Is mayonnaise an instrument?
God damn it.
A mayonnaise can be an instrument, but fortunately for certain people, mayonnaise does not exist in that form.
So happy right now.
No, there's
I feel catered to.
there is a replacement for it though.
Ah,
Because I had to, just for you.
thank you.
I
I'm
have
so
no more
happy.
questions.
Shut up, Brandon.
How many more do you need? How many glasses you have? Okay. Close the door, please. Take him with you. I don't need him jumping around behind me. Thank you. Thank you, I try. Alright. Well, I guess I don't really have much more to procrastinate with, do I?
No, I do believe not.
Oh. Not exactly sure what to do here. I'm not entirely sure how to start. Perhaps a story. It's been a while since I've shared a story. Maybe a little something that hasn't been shared yet. Yeah. There are so many stories that could be shared. What better a story than one yet untold? One where there is no dawn, no rosy horizon, No burning star climbing to the realm of light. No realm of light at all. A place, a world that is not our own. Above this world stretched only the endless crown of stone. A place the sun and moon never touched, only the rock and stone pressing down with a patient, eternal weight. None of the inhabitants remembered a time before it, and most who lived had never wondered what might have lied beyond it. The sky was but a myth without a word. Yet it was not a dead place. Warm breath seeped endlessly from the deep places of the earth, turning every cavern and tunnel into an expanse of humidity. Moisture beaded along mineral veins and dripped in slow, steady rhythms into shallow pools. Mold bloomed in constellations across walls, and mushrooms rose in clustered little cities. Moss carpeted the uneven stone and dirt ground like faded velvet. And everywhere there is light, not from sun or star, but from life itself. Bioluminescent fronds swayed gently in unseen currents. Fungi grew in ghostly hues of greens. Thread-like roots pulse with an amber light beneath the thin skins of soil. High above, jagged crystals sprout from the cavern ceilings, storing ancient magic that spills down in a soft, perpetual radiance. It was enough to see by, enough to live by, and it belonged, in no small part, to the Gobos. Small of stature, but vast of ingenuity, the Gobos had carved their existence from the refuse of the world. Where others might see junk, they saw possibility. Bent rails could become bridges. Rusted plates could become armor. Broken mechanisms would be reborn as whirring contraptions whose purpose may only be known to the Creator. Their homes were grown as much as they were built. Stones stacked and sealed with mud and fire. Entire settlements laid against the cavern walls, protruding like barnacles or clustered within nooks that others would overlook. No coin exchanged hands here. Wealth was measured in usefulness. A cobbled weapon, amalgamated armor, constructs and creations made with things that we might have tossed aside. A sharpened gear tooth might buy weak meals. A spool of hammered wire could secure a favor lasting a generation. Scrap flowed through the clans like blood. And clans there were, a number of them, each convinced of its own superiority. Yet above them all sat a council, speaking with many voices but ruling with one weight. Beneath even the lowest clan dwelt the outcasts, those stripped of trade and name alike. Still, life persisted in that strange harmony. The Gobos were not quite alone. Excuse me. The Muck Mother stirred in the fertile rot, blessing the herbs that heal and the spores that debilitate. Sparkfang prowled at the flickering edges of altercations' flame, hungry in ever more dangerous ideas and brighter explosions. And somewhere, in the forgotten heaps, the scrap god listened, patient, silent, as broken things waited to be remade. The three Why you do? The three did not speak loudly. They did not need to. The Gobos of Grubspire remembered them in every root and rivet. At times, speaking in hushed whispers, so as not to estrange or offend, and yet there are those who would so foolishly turn away. They think we do not hear the rumors, but the council hears everything. From our seats we can see clearly the whole chamber. Those who whisper behind curled ears, herbwives arguing over fungus blight, or few who would do better to choke on blasphemous intent. They look upward when they speak to us,
as they should. Order is a fragile construction in the Warrens. Without it, the clans would tear each other apart over a sack of broken shards as they did so long ago. But things be stirring now. The Muck Mother's gardens are fruiting out of season. Spark Fang's followers are chomping at the bit. And tinkerers report devices springing to life without warning. And in the midden heaps where broken things should lie quiet, metal has begun knitting itself back together. The counselors call this coincidence. I call it a message. Something is moving in the deeper earth. Something older than our clans. Older perhaps than the crystals themselves. We've lived our entire history beneath unbroken stone. But stone can crack. Trade routes will soon reopen toward the lower caverns. Scouting parties must be sanctioned. Brave or desperate hands will be needed. Yes, let the clans squabble over status. Let them boast. When the deep stirs, titles mean nothing. Only those willing to step beyond the known tunnels will shape what comes next. New territory will mark new beginning for Garbos. New areas to discover. Old areas to take back. Some of you may be the ones to take us into a new era.
You watch as this old female goblin, slightly hunched, eyes far too big, with small little pupils, looks to the left and spits out another loogie, and then turns back to a few of the nublets that are gathered in front of her. One of those gobbos, Bricka, how do you respond to the information that Granny Spittooth just gave to you and the other 4 that are around you?
I don't think she would actually say anything. She would just more so just be listening intently, just kind of like leaning in on every word.
Well, the other 4 happen to be doing much the same. Granny Spittooth doesn't usually come to a lesson herself, but you know that apparently cats are being rambunctious in the background. But you know that a very important day is coming. The day where you all will no longer be known as nublets, but you actually become useful in the society. When there's no word spoken afterwards, Granny Spittooth turns and just simply walks away. That leaves Vrix, the one who is usually giving instruction, kind of just watches her leave and slowly will turn back to you and the other 4 and will simply begin to wave her hands.
Go. I think that's enough for today. We've been doing well, and I think at this point, you all should have free time. Some of you have an important day coming up. Do with that what you will.
The other little gobbos around you celebrate at the early release of the lessons, and before you can do relatively anything, they're already scampering off. Thank you for demonstration.
I'm a visual learner.
So, is there anything particular that you would like to do in this moment?
Like me personally, or just in general, the group?
You.
Can I get a look at everybody else? Like, what does everybody else look like?
So, the other 4 were not the other 4 in here. The other 4 were others Excuse me? I think one of my lights are flickering. The other 4 were others from the Muck Mother's Brood, the clan that you are a part of.
Gotcha. Okay.
Those 4 have already begun to scamper off. Whether it's to cause whatever little chaos they may see fit, all they know is that they are free for the rest of the day. Vrix, just this tired older gobbo. You've seen her probably more than you've seen your own family at this point. Being the main one that is there for instructions, teaching you a little bit about various herbs and mushrooms, the beliefs of the Muck Mother herself. I don't know how much of that's coming through the mic.
Very little. Very little.
Good. But as far as Vrix, yeah, just this older female, kind of slightly curly, longer black hair with bits of white and gray speckled throughout it. Nothing much that really stands out, but she almost seems nervous, even without any kind of check or anything. After Granny Spittooth came in and then left after her words, it's very obvious that those words have affected her in some way. That seeing you standing there kind of turns over and it's just like,
So she just kind of like looks back to like where everybody else just scampered off, and she looks back to her and she goes, "Do you need help with anything?"
No, I think that I just, I think maybe I just take the day off myself and maybe a little brew.
Oh. She just kind of nods and she goes, "Well, I'll find something to do, I suppose. There's no point of lounging around. There's something that has to be done, I'm sure."
Well, always. You're one of the ones that are about to come to fruition, aren't you?
Yes.
What are your plans for after?
I think I'm going to take an oath for the Muck Mother.
oh. And there's this wide grin that comes across her face. Sorry, there's a war going on out there. I almost wonder if I should go out there. But yeah, this big, wide grin comes on her face.
So the Muck Mother it is, then.
So she just nods and she goes, "Of course." And she just kind of like looks around like, where else would I be?
There's a nod.
It's like, well, run along now.
Just kind of like, it's almost like, oh, okay. You know, just like doesn't really know what she's going to do with herself, but she just kind of gives her a nod and walks out.
Okay. So as you leave this little stone hut, the other 4 have already gone where they're going. They scampered out of there real quick. Hopefully not to cause too much problem. But you find yourself in the Muck Mother's Brood Plaza. You are surrounded, as always, by the thick humidity and the warmth. A number of various mushrooms and mosses. The occasional odd plant that tends to grow out of the soil and usually dies off and just seems to feed the mushrooms. The mushrooms, not all of them are glowing, but there are a number. Some of them you know that these ones you can just pick up and toss in your mouth and go on your merry way. There are a number of crystals in the ceiling that give out this bright light. So there is no darker area in this chamber. Dotted around are another... Which one was that? Another 10 or so of these stone huts that you can see. And by a number of them are little areas where they're growing, not a lot, but a few little of what you would call crops.
Mm-hmm.
But otherwise, it just seems that there's a couple people out and about their daily lives.
Okay. So, pretty much, I feel like she'd be one of those that if it seemed like someone needed help, she would help them. But other than that, if she doesn't find anyone, she's going to just kind of slowly mosey her way back home.
Okay. Well, it's safe to say that there won't necessarily be anyone that asks for help. The Gobos are very used to basically the rhythm of the day. Those who do work are used to it to the point that unless if they have a nublet of their own that they're trying to teach that trade, they're not going to tend to just grab random people usually. So after a little bit of looking around, we'll say that you are making your way home. Let's see. Which one of you do I want to pick on next?
Hit me, daddy.
The urge to single out Viking at the moment.
Yeah, I'm good.
You're here?
Yeah, it's just the brood mother had to check in on her goblins.
Ah, okay, gotcha.
See, I pay attention. I pay fucking attention. No, okay.
Let's see how long we can keep that up. Alright. Let's see. So we'll shift the scene just a little bit. Whereas we did just leave a place that seemed quiet and a bit serene, suddenly we are thrust into the sounds of metal upon metal, roaring flames, and the occasional clatter as something gets knocked over. There are loud spikes of laughter here and there, the grunts of work, and the sparks from the forge, as someone holding a smith's hammer begins working at something that they've been trying to figure out for quite some time now. Doodle.
Yes.
How you doing there, bud?
I'm doing good. I'm gonna say right now that as Doodle hammers, you're going to hear ting, 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 as he makes the noise as the hammer hits each time. Basically, he has a white. It looks like a bandage wrapped around his head, like a bandana. There is a weird gunk on it. It's definitely been in use for a very long time. As he hammers, he takes some of the slime and kind of rubs it on his face to cool himself down as he keeps going. Yeah, he is a brown goblin with yellow eyes. He has ramshackle armor made of scrap, barely hanging off in chains. It actually slides a little bit under him when he walks around, so you just hear the sound of metal on metal. And yeah, that's Doodle. So.
So as you are working on this unfinished piece, I would like for you to make me a crafting check. You can either use your dexterity or intelligence for this.
Okay.
And then you are proficient, so you will add your proficiency bonus to that, which would be a +2 right now.
Oh, I have to turn on hardware acceleration. Give me 1 second, sorry.
You good?
The dice don't work if it's off.
Oh.
Okay. What did I get? Did it say what I got when I rolled?
I
Or is it-
do not see it at the moment.
Okay, I'm just gonna roll again. So 11.
11?
I think. Hold on. Is my proficiency bonus 2?
Yeah, it would be 2, and then I think you had a +2 for Dex when I looked. So you
Yeah,
would have
yeah.
a +4 to your roll.
Yeah, the +2's added when I rolled dexterity, so yeah, it would be an 11.
An 11? Okay.
Yep.
So you're working on this same piece that you have worked on a number of times, and sometimes it seems like there's progress, and then other times it seems like you've gone backwards, or the piece that you affixed just doesn't seem to connect like it should. In this case, it happens to be that. You attach your piece, you are hammering it in, but for some reason, it just does not want to weld together.
Yeah, I feel like he would keep trying for a while. Eventually he would get frustrated and would yeet the hammer across the room. And then he would basically he'd basically pick up the scrap that he's trying to get onto the blade, and he'd just start smacking it, like up and down with his hands, trying to get it to fit.
I love that. Oops. Make me a dex save.
Well, we started. We started.
So, oops, as you begin making your way through the forges, likely intent on trying to figure a little something out yourself, you are suddenly clapped on the side by a hammer. You could mark 2 points of damage for me.
Wow.
And then, as you look to see the trajectory of this flying hammer, you see Doodle essentially doing that Hulk slam with the scrap, where he just takes it,
At first, he gets up like, and then he walks off. I'm not gonna get into that.
So what are you aiming to do? Is it time to work on your own little creation? All
Yes.
right. So
Trying new schematics, new inscriptions.
all right, so you're going to work on the schematic.
Mhm.
All right. I want you to do me a crafting check and use your intelligence modifier. You are proficient, so you will also add the +2.
So it's Dex or Intelligence. I roll, and then
For the schematic, that one will be intelligence.
Perfect. Woo! So 23.
Ooh, that's a good roll. All right.
I could hit with a hammer, but that gave me inspiration, apparently.
Apparently. It's almost like someone, knocked some sense into you.
Knock the ADHD down.
For now,
So, yeah.
temporarily.
You find a little spot, this little table, essentially, and you start working on your schematic for the little design that you're working on. And as you're going through it, you realize that, well, a couple of the little calculations that you had before, well, this doesn't make any sense. So you start making your modifications, and it seems like this schematic might be working more towards completion. It's starting to come together just a bit more, things making a little more sense with it. Is it quite ready to create? No, there's still some things missing here, but you are well on your way to working this schematic into something that might be able to hopefully do more than boom.
I think in his excitement, he's just like he's grabbing one of the prototypes and just chucking it.
Son.
Just like,
And where are you tossing that?
Far away, just that way.
All right.
I'll roll the dex save.
No, that's not going for you.
Toward the guy. He's just like, I'll show you with the fucking hammer.
It was tempting, not gonna lie. But not gonna do that. Alright, so you toss that one, and you toss it away from, the general throng that's around.
Okay.
And you watch as this bauble goes, and it goes clink, clink. And then it just sits there for a moment, and then you watch as part of it cracks, and that little bit of green smoke comes out, and then that's all that happens. Just a little further evidence that it's not quite there yet. There's other things to get correct.
Next time, bigger.
Next time,
go back
bigger.
to scribble.
Back to the scribbling.
Yes.
Speaking of bigger, we'll switch the scene again. This time, much the same, it is loud, but instead of the hammering and the metal and the roaring flames, it is war cries, almost like a chant, that are echoing in this other cavern here. As there are groupings of gobbos watching this pit. They see as these two gobbos start going at it, bare-chested, sweaty, dirty, and they essentially partake in what we would call Fight Club. As one gobbo goes down, another one is pushed into the pit. And as the first one, who was victorious before, throws up their arms in victory, the other one runs up behind them, grabbing them from behind, throwing them against the rocks on the side. Those two go at it for a moment, and then the one that was victorious before goes down. And as another cheer erupts, two more are pushed into the fray. The first one runs up, surprising the other one, and immediately slamming their head against those same rocks that they had thrown the other one before, and they go down as they quickly turn to Gaboldi, the other one that was pushed into the pit.
Wait, Boldy is the one that's fighting, or is on the edge, or?
You were the second gobbo that was pushed into the fighting pit.
Oh.
And the other one has turned to you, ready to go.
Well, I feel like in the beginning, Gobbledy was basically like, ah, and then just watching, and for every hit, every strike that was struck, he would like scream until he was pushed in, and then he's like, and then he's just gonna see who his opponent is in the front, and immediately run at them like full force, just ah!
Alright, go ahead and make me an attack roll.
Okay.
And down there.
Strike.
Huh.
Yes, unarmed strike. While in the pits, there is this rule that armor and weapons are not allowed unless if there is a specific challenge. And since you guys are just doing your general sparring, that was a 15? Alright, so how are you coming up and attacking them? Are you tackling them? Are you hitting them? How are you doing this from your charge?
I think he's going to first, like, since he's full force running, just go ahead and just tackle him.
Okay.
And yeah.
Alright. So you tackle him. His back lands against the stone that he so ingeniously used to knock the last one out. He slams against it. What is your unarmed damage?
Unarmed damage. 4.
4? Alright. So as you slam him against the thing, he there is a yelp that is very unrepresentative of the macho demeanor that he had before. And he is going to attempt to bring down his fists on your back. That is going to be a hit, and his also is 4 damage, as you take this double-fisted blow to the top of your back just behind your neck.
So, he's going to take the hit, and he's going to stumble back a little bit, and then immediately just like, I guess kind of clap his hands together with him in the middle as his next like unarmed strike.
Ah, okay, gotcha. Make your attack roll.
15 again.
Oh, sure enough. As you back off, he thinks that he's starting to get the upper hand, goes to take a step, and then just caught right in the middle of the clap. You can say he's a little disoriented for a moment, and then he just, in that disorientation, is going to go for a simple punch, which will be at disadvantage. But apparently he knows how to throw a punch. So he will clock you one right across the chin. That's another 4 damage there. And how would you like to retaliate?
He's gonna do like a whole like guttural war cry as he just throws all his weight into a fist.
All right.
This one is a 17.
And how would you like to subdue this little gobbo?
After the punch, he's gonna like grapple and then just basically German suplexes because it was the thing that he saw one good time and he's always wanted to do it.
Well, this is your chance, and it goes off swimmingly. As you bring it back, his face slams against the stone underneath you both, and then he goes limp on top of you.
Afterwards,
More
he
cries
gets back on,
shout out.
and he stands up and is like, ah, 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 ah.
So, at this point, having coming towards the end of it, essentially it's time for a little break. So a couple of the gobbos offer out a hand to pull you out. Do you take the hands?
I feel like Gobbledy is gonna like, he sees the hands and just kind of dead stares them, and then he immediately just like starts climbing by himself.
Fair enough. So yeah, they step
wait,
back.
wait. Actually, I want to change that. He just goes.
Just
He
smacks
sees
the
it as
hand
like
away.
They smack the
No,
hands away.
He sees it like a high five and then starts climbing instead of people helping him out.
Okay, gotcha. So yeah, as you climb up, you notice directly in front of you, whereas he had been sitting before, this massive gobbo. And as you look up, unmistakably, this sweaty, almost slimy, there's a bit of froth coming down from the slimeworm brew that he had been drinking on before. This idol of yours, Lugnut the Flatulent, and it looks down at you and gives you a little nod. Apparently, he had decided to get up and watch that bout instead of sitting back and just cackling. But he gives you a little nod before turning away and going to one of the few cauldrons that are set up that have this bubbling stew in the middle.
I feel like from that, anybody around Gobbledy is gonna see him just like he looks back down, and then he like visibly starts shaking, like he doesn't say a word, like his whole body just starts vibrating, and then he just. Ah!
There are echoes from others doing this, as one of the other little gobbos, one that's like a couple of cycles older than you are, a couple of years older, kind of runs up to you and
He gave you a nod. He gave you a nod. He's never given me a nod.
Nod.
Let's go get some grub before the others eat it all.
So y'all make your way over to the stews. They're being passed around in these little misshapen stone bowls. You have your nice hot whatever the fuck stew this is. Essentially, here there's less of cooking as far as in the fighting pits, because you're fighters. You don't really care. Food is food. The more food you eat, the longer you can fight for. So it's just this combination of random ingredients, but it tastes good enough. Puts warm
He's
food in your
absolutely
belly.
devouring it. Like he is face first into the bowl, just.
Yeah. And there are like a couple here and there that are trying to race. There's the occasional look that you'll see one give another one as they hold the bowl up. They kind of lock eyes and then just try to see which one can clean out the bowl first. It's everything here in the fighting pits is a competition. And being the first one done with food and the first one back in the pit is no exception.
I feel like if anyone like looks at him like trying to either steal his food or eat before him, he just kind of looks up, gives him a dead stare, just.
And sure enough, that challenge is reciprocated. We'll shift one more time. But in contrast to the last one, it's very quiet. There's no whispers. There's no jovial background sounds. There's just the muted buzz of the market area. There are a couple of little gobbos who have been more or less going behind the stalls and looking at the various wares, but they tend to seem to go unseen for the most part, unnoticed. There's a little tap on a shoulder.
You've seen what we need to see. They know what they're supposed to grab. It's time for a little distraction.
Yep. It's time to be loud.
It's what I'm good at. He'll grab his fiddle. He will stand on. Are there like crates and stuff around here, I assume?
Yeah.
He gonna be climbing up them, like something like playing Peak, just scrambling to the top. And then upon reaching, we'll literally just clear his throat as if to gain as much attention as possible. Everyone, listen! And then he'll start playing, and it'll be the most rambunctious, loud, obnoxious, like Irish jig sort of style thing, as he's just like tap dancing away on top of these boxes.
All right. Go ahead and make me a performance check. Let's see how apt your rambunctious playing is. That's pretty apt. That's pretty apt. So, at first, with the initial there's only a couple heads that give it any attention, but as you start to play and that discord of sound starts bouncing off of the cavern walls, more heads tend to turn. More attention seems to be grabbed. A couple of the older gobbos start tapping a foot or nodding their heads, and there's even a few that actually start to dance a little gobbo jig to the to a little tune that you're producing. And you, knowing what to look for, happen to see the 3 other gobbos that were here with you, those others that tend to go around unseen. Well, you see their little heads starting to pop up behind their designated stalls. You see one that reaches up and then something disappears. You see one as they duck back down, presumably grabbing what they were supposed to grab already. But you see one other that seems to be struggling a little bit. They go to grab one of the items and end up scooching it further away. It's like almost like the stall is a little too high for them. So they seem to have pushed it just a little far out of their reach.
Okay.
You do anything in response?
So if he has the attention of the crowd, Yep will leap from the top of the rate that he's on, try and find a way of like sliding down the various detritus and stuff that that's currently piled there. And he will start to essentially like jig and dance his way while playing through the crowd that are currently gathered. If he can get close enough, he will, while doing a kind of mad spin, use the bow of his fiddle to push the item closer to the goblin.
Okay. I'm going to say to make me a sleight of hand check. I'm going to say with advantage, since you have the rapt attention of the crowd right now. Go ahead and make it at advantage.
Ooh, that wasn't great.
Alright, let me see. Alright, fortunately, the person with the wares there did not notice. But unfortunately, that item still is just out of the other gobbo's reach.
Is it... I mean, now I'm closer to it, is it an item of great importance, or can I basically almost like nod for them to move on at this point?
You all were sent to grab these 3 specific items.
So it has to be this one.
It has to be that one. Unless you think that something else could be equivalent enough to try and say that it was the item.
Is
There
the
that
item breakable?
notion where it's like, we could trick, but you also know who told you to get these items.
Yeah. Is the item breakable? From my knowledge of looking at it.
It is breakable, but it would take just a little bit more effort. So it's not one of those things that are just gonna suddenly break in your hands. It would take a little bit of effort to break it.
Okay. Yip's going to leap onto this table of wares. He is going to be doing a kind of river dance and I imagine quite a few wares may be slightly dishevelled upon him dancing across the table, including one that will just happen to bounce slightly closer to the edge.
Okay. I'm gonna say do another sleight of hand with advantage. Or do I want to make this one performance? I'll let you choose. Either sleight of hand or performance. Either one at advantage.
Oh, okay then. Well, in that case... There you go, 16.
Alright, and is your intent to knock this item off, or to knock it where the other one can grab it?
To knock it where the other one can grab it, but it's not make it obvious. Like, so basically it'll be a few items maybe yeeted.
Okay. So yeah, you knock this item, and it almost goes to go off the edge. A number of other items do go off. It doesn't seem that the little merchant guy notices what you're doing, but he does get aggravated. Make me a dex save as he goes to try and grab you. Oh. What did you get?
23.
He had a 22. God damn. Right. So yeah, as he
can be
goes
cartwheeling
to
away
you,
while still playing.
essentially, yeah. He goes to grab you, and he gets like a bit, like the very edge of your clothing, but with your momentum, you happen to go right out of it, and then just continue your little thing. He dismisses it and starts picking up the items, but when you look back, that item is gone.
Awesome. Yeah, he's going to pull the hood down slightly, and he's going to basically run through the crowd, hoping that people will deposit gold into it, or just money of any kind into his hood as he runs through.
Let's see.
A lot of straps.
That was a pretty good performance. You can add 3 basic scrap. A couple of
Nice.
them kind of toss it your way.
Yes.
And as a reminder for people watching, the Gobos don't use money like coins like we're used to. Scrap is their currency. So, just to mitigate possible confusion there. Alright, and then
Thank you. I might be here again. And then he's just going to disappear.
Alright. So, as per the usual, the others have already begun to make their way to the little rendezvous point. And as you all come together, the smaller one kind of, it seems a little sheepish. He knows that he didn't do it himself, that you had to help, and he gives you a look of thanks, but he does have the item as the other 2 do. These 3 items don't seem to make sense to you guys, but that's not usually something that you tend to be told.
Yep.
So what do you?
He'll tap the little on the head with the bow of his fiddle, and then he'll put it on his back, and then he will check what's in his hood, have a little glint in his eye as he sort of pockets it, and then he will head up to take the items. Are we all going to take the items, or do I need to?
All 4 of you would go.
Cool. Then yeah, we will head up towards the basically wherever we're taking them. I'm guessing to Mr. Nuts.
That would be correct. But this is going to be the point where I put a pause on everything, and we will be taking a few minute break, because that is something that I am mandating. So, this goes for you guys in the chat as well. We're taking a little break. It'll only be like a few minutes, but, use the restroom, or grab a drink, or grab a snack. Whatever it is you guys do with a break, do that.
But I don't smoke anymore. What am I supposed to do?
Eat bacon.
Yeah, have some bacon.
He forgot to buy.
I
Bacon.
forgot to buy bacon.
Oh,
Eat some crackers.
Go have some licorice. We'll be back.
I mean, like message him and be like, "Hurry up!"
Because fuck him. That's why.
I'm sure he has his headset on, but hurry up!
It's all good. He's doing what he's doing. All right.
You,
we are
Brandon, big boy.
back. Let's start with Brandon.
And
Brandon.
police.
Brandon. 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 Nope. Okay.
Brandon!
Brandon.
All right. Let's see. Who do we want to start with, actually?
He said he's hurrying up. He's coming.
That's fine. Well, I guess, since he's not here, I'm just gonna have to come over to Bricka.
Damn it! It's gonna be
That's
every
cool.
time with this one. All right, let's go.
All right. So you said you were heading back home, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Let's see. So you make your way back home. There's the usual bit of things clinking around inside as you go in. Your brother is at the main table playing with random ingredients as he tends to do. The table has a number of herbs, mushrooms. There's a little bit of like leathers that are laid out for pouches, and he has this collection. Basically, there's 2 little cauldrons. There's a couple metal bits that he uses for stirring or eviscerating and breaking things down into paste. You can assume that he's doing his usual stuff. Your parents are not home at the moment. Most likely they are out doing teachings or whatnot, doing lessons. Is there anything in particular that you would like to do upon first getting home?
Yeah, it's like as soon as
real
she...
quick before that, your home. It's not like a perfect circle in here, but for lack of better purposes, it is that general shape. You guys don't so much have rooms as you do. There are like hanging bits of leather or broken bits of chitin that separate certain areas into a semblance of rooms. There are a couple of stone pillars, and there is like a stone wall that's covered in moss over where the quote-unquote kitchen would be. And you guys tend to take like certain mosses off of the wall for certain meals to incorporate and whatnot. But yeah, that's a general description of your home.
Okay. So yeah, so whenever she walks in, like the area that he's in, is this more so like a common area, or is this more so like his area?
It's a common area. Consider it similar to a dining room for our intents and purposes.
Okay.
That he tends to double as a workstation when there's either orders that need to be fulfilled or stuff being used for the lessons to show the others how to use this salve and stuff like that. It tends to double as his workspace more than anything.
Okay. So, yeah, I guess she'll just kind of walk in and she'll just kind of slow down and look kind of over everything. She goes, "Are you making a mess, or you have a goal to all this time?" And she just smiles.
A little bit of both, actually. As he starts taking a pouch and then tying it with string. There seems to be a bit of a need for these. Mostly with the mud snouts. They're being more rambunctious every day, it seems.
Just kind of looks over at thing. And they asked you. Again, just like smiles just getting broader.
Well, Granny Spittoothed did. Apparently, Lugnut decided to go a little far with one of his. And, well, the main stuff has been sent over, but I figured it would be best to put some extra poultices together.
Shrugs, picks up like a vial of something and just starts like looking at it.
No,
shakes a little
stop!
bit, just
Don't.
look at it.
It reaches over and takes that. It's like, don't shake that. He'll carefully put it back down.
Okay.
You're home
Just look. Yeah.
early.
Well, we were let go early after Spittooth came and talked. We were released.
Spittooth came to a lesson?
Yeah, I know, right?
Did she teach?
She kinda did. More like a speech.
Well, what did she say? You know,
Just kinda, like,
a
reiterates.
sudden,
Yeah.
very attentive demeanor suddenly.
Yeah. Kind of just like looks him up and down. She's gonna kind of iterate what she said, but she's not gonna give full detail. She's like,
Okay.
the usual, duty and coming from the rot and things like that. And she just kind of looks back to you. She look back to him and she goes, "But this seems more interesting."
So he kind of nods and goes back to working on the poultices and stuff. Excuse me. But yeah, if you don't say anything else, he tends to just go about filling these little pouches with the poultices and whatnot. Carefully incorporating these different things. And if memory serves, this was stuff that didn't quite click for your character.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So yeah, essentially it just looks like he's mixing random things and doing random things.
Yeah.
You've seen him do these ones plenty of times, and you know that this particular one that he's working on, or at least in the main section he seems to be working, they are meant for healing, like bruises and whatnot. Wouldn't be surprised that the mud snouts need more of these, because they're always fighting for whatever reason.
So yeah, she's gonna be that sibling that is like occasionally like picks up something. If he needs it, she'll hand it to him. Picks up something else. He's looking for it, she'll hand it to him. Probably even like sitting on the table, like not on his stuff, but sitting on the table instead of just standing there. And yeah, so she's like, "So how much more Boo Boo Be Gone are you gonna make?"
How many are part of the Mudsnout clan?
Good point.
Yeah. So essentially that's how that's going to transpire for probably an eternity in your mind.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So, Doodle and Oops, what are you guys doing right about this time?
I want to say Doodle probably gave up eventually, decided that piece of scrap wasn't worth his time, and fucking frisbeed it into the wall before he takes his blade and goes outside.
Oops. Go ahead and make... I'm kidding.
God damn it.
I am fucking dead.
Yeah, I think he'll start preparing to go out for more scrap. He's gonna put mud into his pockets. He's going to basically grab his blade, put it up over his shoulder, and I guess at this point he's gonna say, "Oops, that hammer. Can I have it? I dropped it."
Dropped it sideways. He's talking to you, Viking.
Oh, he's talking to me.
Yeah, you're
I missed that part. Oh, I didn't realize that. I was in my own little like whatever. He'll look up from like scribbling, just like with a blank expression. Huh?
Hammer on the floor. Give it.
Just like bends down, puts it on something. Just like whatever you're holding, just on top of it.
All right. Yeah. He basically takes it and he says, I'm gonna go look for scrap. You wanna come?
I have an inspiration, so I'm gonna try it out.
Oh boy.
What is it?
I
Is
need
it
scrap for that. Fuck. I guess I could get with you.
Does it go boom?
I hope not.
The one you threw earlier smelled good. It reminded me of home cooking.
Yeah, that was a prototype. Didn't have the intended result.
Does it taste good?
I haven't tried.
Can I try?
It'll be an experiment.
Yeah, Doodle's going to walk over to the. I'm assuming it's not smoking anymore, but the orb that he threw. He's gonna pick it up and he's gonna, like you would test a coin. He's gonna like chomp down on it.
Okay, so you take this little bauble. It's how would you describe these little baubles that you're trying to make?
I mean, it's basically it's basically a grenade kind of like looking thing. So the picture I share in the chat, it's basically like almost like a Pokeball, but it's very like heavily like dense with scrap, and then inside there's like chambers for different things.
Okay, so that's actually very similar to what I had imagined. Give me a second. I'm looking at the chat on my phone because I have the faintest idea of the random shit that pops into the chat. So
Not that far.
Your mom's here.
oh, hello. Someone said, "Oops, oops, became a lab rat." Okay, I see. That is alarmingly similar to what I had imagined. Sure, that's fine.
Nice.
So yeah, you
Great
basically
minds and all.
take this little contraption and then like try to nom on it. You're trying to get like the taste of what came out. Is that what you're saying?
I guess I'm trying to see if it's solid, like you would a real coin.
Okay, it is solid, but it is also like cracked open. It didn't seem like it was something that was put together meant to hold. It seemed like it was intended for it to open up, but it just opened like a crack.
I'm gonna put it back onto the ground, pick up my blade, and like kind of crush it like you would if you were cooking like garlic.
Oh, like a walnut.
Or like a walnut, yeah.
Just a nice little slam on it.
Yeah.
Roll new character.
So how dare you?
Huh?
Oh no.
So let's see. So with that, I'm going to need both of you to make a dex save as he brings it down onto this thing, and there's a satisfying sound of breakage.
18.
Okay.
18.
Okay. Good.
No, yeah, 18. Yeah.
So
I think.
yeah, as
16.
what were you hitting it with? Was it the sword?
I was just kind of. I was taking the
Oh.
like the middle of the blade, like not the edges, and I was just pushing it down like you would with a knife with garlic.
Oh, you were
to-
pushing it down. I thought you were like,
Yeah. Oh no.
oh, okay.
That was my addition.
Okay,
It was
got
me who
you.
said it was like a walnut.
Oh, okay. So I got that from you. Okay, so yeah, as you're trying
Yeah.
to kind of crush it like garlic with the flat of the blade, there is a little bit of sound of like it trying to break. I guess using your garlic analogy, one of those pieces of garlic that are being really stubborn. It's kind of like that. But you do hear a slight hiss. And as you pull the blade back, there is just a little bit more of that translucent green smoke. There's very little of it. Think like when you hit your vape and put it down, there's that little wisp. So there's that little wisp of green, and you do see these little granules, almost like bits of dirt, that are now on the ground. And it doesn't seem to do anything from that point. But you can tell that there was different things that he had put into it.
Well, I mean, I'm gonna pick up one of the granules and tap it on my tongue to see what it tastes like.
Okay. It would taste... How would that taste that I can describe? It's kind of like putting a tiny piece of charcoal on your tongue, but with that metallic tang to it from like a penny.
Yeah, I feel like he's gonna kind of pull it back and kind of look at it in the light of the forge fire, and he's gonna say, "Spicy," and he's gonna put it into his pocket, and he's going to pick up the thing, and he's gonna say, "Still didn't go boom," and he's gonna look, and he's gonna say, "Wait." He's gonna walk over to where the forge is, and he's gonna kind of flick it with his thumb into the forge.
If you weren't gonna do it, I would. No, just one of the granules. But yeah, if he wasn't
Oh
gonna do it,
I meant the whole thing.
Oh, the whole thing? Oh shit! Because I would just have been like taking one of them and just like, yeah, you can do it like this, and then spit it into the fire.
So, I'm going to say, as you guys are having these thought processes, as you go to make your way to the nearest little forge, and you go ahead and take one of the granules, and you're like, yeah, you can take it, and you go, as you pop it into your mouth, there is an explosion. And I will use your saves from before. I believe both of them were an 18.
His was a 16, mine was an 18.
A 16 and 18.
I don't get the +2.
It adds the +2 already when you roll it.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
so
16 and 18. 16 is still okay. So
Okay, good.
you will both take 3 fire damage as you toss it in, and that little granule that pops into your mouth, same effect, but as it touches your tongue is when this explosion happens. It pushes both of you a few feet back, and well, now things are a little bit louder down here at the forges. And people are starting to scurry and try and figure out what happened. What are you guys gonna do?
I'm gonna look over to Oops, and I'm gonna say, "It worked." And then I'm gonna get up. I'm gonna like put
just
out
a little bit of experiment.
I'm gonna put out a bit of fire on the bandage on my head, and I'm gonna say, "Scrap hunting."
Scrap hunting. Yeah, it just gets up slowly, just like.
You just hear someone that you can't see just, Oops! Oops, where the fuck are you?
Run! We gotta run! And it's like running.
Alright,
Yeah,
so,
Doodle will run as fast as he can with his blade dragging behind him.
Oh my god.
love that happened.
one mishap and I'm dead. One more mishap and I'm dead.
Damn.
What are you at this point? You probably have like a couple hit points at most. Yeah.
I'm at 2. I got the hammer for 2, and I got the boom fire for 3 out of 7. So I'm 5 down out of 7.
Oh man. Alright, so you guys take off, and your intent is to go and try to find some scrap, correct?
Yep.
Now, I do have to ask, is the intent to try and commandeer some scrap? Or are you intending to go to the edges of Grubspire to try and find some that is unclaimed?
The edges.
Okay. So you guys are making your way there. Brandon, are you here?
Yeah, I've been here the whole time.
Okay. I was just checking because the camera went poof.
Oh,
Alright.
yeah.
That's a lie. That's a lie. You weren't here.
I told y'all when I came back.
He did. He came
Back
back.
and
His
made a
camera
joke.
came on and everything. I knew he had come
Oh, yeah,
back.
that's true. I
just didn't
forgot
know
he
if
turned
left
it
again.
off.
No, I did not.
So, you have basically doing more or less the same that has been going on. The fighting pits, excuse me, having some food, fighting pits. It's been the same cycle. You guys had a free day. So what better to do than this? It is coming towards the end of the more jovial stuff as everyone starts to kind of pipe down a bit. Is there anything in particular that Gaboldi tends to do at this point?
I feel like usually at this point, he's either dragged off somewhere by anyone, basically, because he does not say no to people. He probably just like currently he's hyped off the excitement of having one of his idols like acknowledge him. So I think he's just gonna like take a stroll and think about that and just kind of have a little pep in his step as he walk around the town.
Okay, so you're essentially heading back to the warrens themselves, like the living areas.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Actually, yeah, so with that, you said that your characters knew each other, correct?
Are you talking about me and Brandon?
Yes.
Yeah, we know each other. We've
Okay.
we've wrestled in the arena a few times, or in the pit a few times.
That's fair. That's right. You did tell me about that. Okay. So yeah, as you begin making your way out, on the way back, you do actually see him, and oops, you see them heading actually your way.
Fred.
So who do I see going towards us?
Gaboldi. Brandon's character.
Uh-huh.
I don't know if you two know each other, but I know him and Chip's character do.
Don't think so. I don't think so. He wouldn't know many people outside of the forge.
Okay, fair enough. So yeah. Gaboldi, you
He's like, hey, more hands. More hands for scraps. He says to Chip.
Oh, sorry. Repeat that. I thought you were talking out of character.
No. Yeah. So when those two comes towards us, it's just like, look, more hands to carry scrap.
I feel like Doodle is gonna look to Gaboldi. He's gonna grin with his fangs and gnarled teeth, and he's gonna go to hold his hand out to shake Gaboldi's. He's gonna realize it's covered in mud from the mud he put in his pockets. He's gonna say, 1 second. He's gonna spit into his hand and kind of start rubbing it, and then he'll hold his hand out to shake.
High five.
Okay, yeah, you high five him, and he kind of just looks down at his hand and shrugs. He says, "We're looking for scrap. Oh, this is Oops. He makes spicy things. They go boom, and I'm gonna go get scrap. He's gonna get scrap. Do you want to get scrap?"
He's just gonna look, and his eyes bounce between the two of you, and then he just looks back at Doodle, and just shakes his head. Yes.
Great. Okay. He begins dragging his sword along with him again. Yeah, they continue on.
All right, fair enough. So all three of you now are heading into the out. Well, with that, I guess we will switch scenes back over to Yip Yap and his little crew.
Yeah.
Did you just
What
see the
the
chat
hell?
too?
Yeah, I
Oh,
did.
you're seeing this chat. I looked at the Twitch chat.
Oh no, I looked at the Twitch chat as well.
I said,
You
spicy
boom in the
things,
bathroom.
kaboom in the
Oh.
bathroom. that will come later, I'm sure.
Look at the one in the Discord chat. That's a good one too.
I'm afraid to look at the Discord chat.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
Oh no. All right. So back over with Yip Yap. You guys are heading back. His little area is also located in the market. It's just on the very outskirts, essentially at the entrance that would lead to the slime ranches. So you all go to this very thin nook in the rocks. You guys squeeze through, no difficulty, and then you come to the other side. And the other side of this little nook happens to be where it's considered a clan because of how many of you there are, but it's not one of those that have they're like an unofficial clan, if that makes sense.
I mean, it does, considering it's a crime gang. I think it's probably better they're unofficial.
Yeah, I mean, essentially the orphans and runaways and all of that, they all collect here. So as such, whereas there's not so many of like the similar stone building structures that tend to be in the other areas of the Warrens, in here it's more things that have been posted up and basically, oh, this is my area over here with this rock, this is our section. It's basically one of those, if that makes sense. There is only one stone building, so to speak, and that is your current destination. Do you say or do anything before arriving there?
Am I the more senior person of the little group that's gone out?
Sorry, say again?
Am I like the more senior person of the group that's gone out? Like, am I kind of running this particular jaunt?
In reality, yes. Usually,
Okay.
when you guys are sent out like this, there isn't a this one is in charge necessarily, but out of the four of you, you would be the one with the most notoriety.
Okay,
So they
that's
do
fine.
tend to look at you.
Yeah, so he'll be kind of like shooing them ahead of him, because they're the ones carrying all the goods. He has nothing other than the coins in his pocket, or the scrap in his pocket, which he's going to basically pretend doesn't exist. So yeah, he's kind of like shooing them on.
Okay. So yeah, as such, they will scoot ahead of you. When you do go through, there's a mixture from the other three on like how they go in. There's the two that were successful, they go in like they're going into any other place. The smaller one that had struggled, there is a tenseness as he goes in. Is there any particular way that you feel coming into here?
I mean, he'd look at the smaller one, see like the tenseness, just sort of look at them like, did you get it?
He'll very quickly shake his head yes.
Why are you worried?
He just shrugs in response. His eyes are open. It is clear that he is tense and everything, but he's trying to put on like that good face, and it's not working.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he'll kind of stop him and just say, they don't need to know. You got it. That's all that matters.
Yeah, they don't need to know.
They need to know. Smiles.
Yeah, and he'll do this smile that's almost sickly cute.
I do. I think I like pushes him in.
Alright, so you all go in, and despite the chaotic formation of everything outside, inside here, everything is meticulously placed. These seemingly random contraptions, bits of scrap here and there, different things that seem to be projects that are being worked on that have been left untouched. Some of those projects even growing mold or moss on them. But at the very back, with there's like a green glow from this torch and this unnatural little flame that's on the tip of it, you do see Mr. Knobs. He is...
Yeah, gets a little shiver down his spine, like always. But yeah.
He doesn't seem to notice you all as you first come in, and has these small little instruments, these little tools, and seems to be working on something that looks very small. When you first enter, you can't quite see what it is, but as you get closer, it seems that he has this little sliver of crystal, this like deep blue crystal, and he seems to be affixing bits of metal to it. And as you guys get a little bit closer, I assume you have good news for me.
He'll push the others forward a bit further.
They will each
Yes.
in turn put that item on the little table that he's at. He will gently put down the tools, and he will pick up each item and sort of inspect each one. Even though these items are nondescript, it seems that everything has to be exactly the way that it was described. And as he puts the third one down, and he turns and looks at you all, he seems to be examining every bit of your individual persons. He starts with one, he goes to another, he goes to you, and he goes to the smaller one. He gets to the smaller one, he goes and kind of stoots down onto his knee, and as he's looking at the smaller one starts to shake a little bit. What went wrong?
I feel like Yab's eyes are gonna like disappear into his head. Nothing. Nothing went wrong.
Then why is this one shaking like a boomstick about to go?
He's just nervous. That's all.
He's going to look you dead in the eye. Say that again.
He's just nervous.
I want you to make me a deception check.
Oh no.
Oh. He seems to not believe your words at first, but he doesn't say anything else. He stands up and he goes back over to the table, and he takes these 3 random items, and as he's messing with them, you watch as one of them seem to lock into place like a puzzle and slide together. And then he takes the 3rd one and he starts doing much the same thing. And as he's doing that, and were any of you notice?
Obviously. I always noticed.
Outside of yourself, were the others noticed?
Yeah.
Were any of you followed?
I checked.
Then you all have done well. Okay. Then I assume that everything is set and good to go. You 3 may leave, and you can come back tomorrow, and I will have something for each of you.
Is that to the... I guess I'm guessing I'm not one of the 3.
Yeah, he said. Yeah.
Oh, okay. then again, I will basically shoo them out the door in front of me.
Okay. So
Basically, just get out of here before we get caught. Go.
Yeah.
Go. 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 Go.
So you all essentially stumble out. You are outside, back in the chaotic nature, and the smaller one essentially just goes, like, everything relaxes, And at this point, the other two have that bit of nervousness to them.
Mhm.
And they both look at you and then look at the small one. And then those two scamper off.
Thank you.
Let me up. Just don't do it again.
Yeah, it's just... It was just so far away.
You got to plan better.
Yeah, plan.
Yes. Know your exits. Make your plans. Make sure you have everything up here. He's going to point to his head. And then it won't happen again.
Yeah. What do you think he's going to give us?
Would I have an idea?
You would not. When he gives a reward, it could be anything to nothing. It could be words, it could be scrap, it could be a gizmo, it could be just another job.
He'll sort of tilt his head. Hopefully, something good.
Yeah. What even were those things?
No idea. Doesn't matter. It's not what we're here for.
Yeah. Okay.
Go. Go.
Yeah.
Have fun. Get out of here. Scram.
And he will he will scamper off. What do you do at this point?
He's going to breathe out, and then he's going to turn around and go back in.
All right. So you watch the little ones scamper off, and then you go back in. Still seems to be playing with the pieces that were brought in. That first one that had slotted in, he's taken it out and seems to be trying to maneuver it another way. Excuse me. Do you do or say anything as you come back in?
He'll stand there until, or to see whether he's, acknowledged in any way.
You are not acknowledged at first, which is the usual, unless if there's something specific going on.
He kind of sighs. I screwed up. I almost broke it. It's my fault.
You almost broke it.
Got a bit carried away.
He's going to turn just his head to look over at you. And that's why the other one was shaking?
He managed to catch it. I think he thought he'd get in trouble for almost dropping it.
Go ahead and roll me another deception on that one.
Oh, come on! That was a good story.
That was a good
Good, but
story. There's going to be a smirk on his face. One that you've seen on numerous occasions. Is that really how it went, funny one?
He kind of sees the look. Almost deflates a little bit. Look, he did well. He thought on his feet. Did it fast. He's good.
We'll see. Is that really what you came in here to tell me? That you messed up?
He's gonna almost roll with his eyes, and then he's gonna put his hand in his pocket and pull out the scrap that he earned. Here, if there was any scratches on it, I paid for it. And he'll throw them to him.
The smooth motion, he'll catch it. And he'll put him on the table.
Be sure that it doesn't happen again. Your mistakes, of course.
Yes. It won't. And he'll bow out.
His eyes leave you and goes back to his little contraption. And you exit. And with that, we are going to go ahead and end the session. Sticking to the time frame.
Okay.
I was looking at that time. I was like, nope.
Yeah, well, it is necessary.
Yeah.
Well, I hope
It is.
you guys enjoyed it.
Yeah. Just don't try and kill me next
I didn't see the message. This is the smirk of a killer, Bella.
time.
But yeah, we're gonna end the stream here. I hope you all enjoyed it, and we will be back in 2 weeks, the same time. That's 12 p.m. Eastern.
Same place.
Same place. Yes. Same time, same place. Thank you for that verification. And we will continue the story of the Green Below. But until then, you guys take it easy. Okay, I love you. Bye.
Bye.
Love you all. Boy.
Goblin boom.